What's up, YouTube? It's Brandon B, aka Blaze here. So it's time for another movie review. So I just saw the movie last night called A Quiet Place. It's a new horror movie that came out, and it's directed by John Kay. I can't pronounce his last name, but he is the guy from The Office who played Jim. It also stars Emily Blunt. It also is produced by Michael Bay, who's the guy from Transformers, who made the movie Transformers. It also stars these two young kids in it. I think this one girl's name is Millicent or something like that, or Millie for short. I haven't seen her in any other movies. Then there's the young kid in it who's the son is Noah. He's from the movie Suburbicon and Wonder. This is a new horror movie that just came out. Everybody wanted to see this movie. It's basically like a silent film, basically. It has to do with these alien/creature monsters that take over the world. And turns out it's like set in modern day, though. So that was good. Turns out these alien monsters are blind, and the only way that they can hunt and kill people is if they use sound. So everybody in the movie has to be quiet. There's only a couple scenes in the movie where they actually do talk. All the rest of the scenes in the movie, they use sign language, but then subtitles pop up on the screen so you can know what they're saying. It was a great horror movie. It was just, I had a couple jump scares in it. I did get really scared. I saw it with some friends, and they jumped also. The movie was packed. Everybody wanted to see this. Basically, it was about a family that lives on the farm. They had to stay quiet or the aliens would come and get them. I'm not going to spoil any of this because this was such a great idea for a horror film and an excellent horror film. But basically, they live on the farm. Everybody else in the world is dead except for like a few people that live on a farm. They build like an underground bunker underneath them where they can actually talk, and that's where the talking scenes take place. The aliens basically sound like big siren sounds make the aliens go attack. Basically like running water or like rivers and waterfalls are the only thing that like allows them to like communicate. Let's see what else. Basically, during the river sounds, you do see the dad and the son going out there, which they can talk because they're staying behind a waterfall, but the water sounds block the noises for the aliens. Pretty much all the other sounds, like if they when they walk though, they don't wear shoes because shoes make too much sound, so they can walk barefoot. Basically, if like glass break, then the aliens can hear it. So basically, small sounds echoes and travels far, so the aliens can hear it. It was a really, really great film. There was a lot of jump scares, like I said. There's a lot of plot twists and turns. The visuals were amazing. The aliens actually look like monsters that are from like video games such as like The Evil Within or Resident Evil. They didn't look like aliens from the Alien movies, and they didn't look like the Predators from like Predator movies. But this was such a great horror film. The only downfall is that the movie was too short. It was only about an hour and 20 minutes if you take off the credits, which I didn't like. The other thing that I didn't like, and this is a spoiler alert, is the ending. Because they left it hanging, because I think there's going to be another film, or they're wanting to make the audience guess about what happened. Some of the main stars in it do die, spoiler alert, but overall, what I liked was the visuals, the jump scares, and how they actually did show the aliens and the creatures, because if you guys watch the trailers to A Quiet Place, you won't see any of the aliens basically in the trailers. They did use weapons in this, like an axe, a shotgun. Pretty much, it was a really great movie. Also, a baby was born during the movie, which was pretty cool about how to, like, get the baby to, like, I don't know, how the aliens couldn't hear the baby. The aliens definitely could hear a little bit of the baby, but other sounds blocked it. The aliens do have a weakness. It's like the high-pitched, like, mosquito, like those back in the day, they had the mosquito ringtones. Basically, the high-pitched noises. Also, the girl Millicent, I can't pronounce her name, I'm just going to call her Millie. She's actually deaf in real life, and they wanted a deaf actor in the movie. But basically, her hearing aid actually acts as like that big siren squeaking sound, which actually helped save a lot of the family members. Pretty much, this was a great horror film. I highly recommend it. Let's see, what else? There wasn't really too much more. Just they knocked off some of the other people that were in the movie. They did a lot of scenery in the movie, which takes place at like a drugstore, the farm, the river. So overall, it was a beautiful setting. The scenery was good also, I'm going to give it that. I'm going to probably give this movie a 8 out of 10, only because it was just way too short. They could have added a lot more. Also, because of the ending, I wanted them to like keep on going with the movie because it could have been around like 2 hours. But if it comes out with another movie, I'm definitely going to go see it. So that's my movie review for A Quiet Place. The next movie review, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, is going to be the movie Blockers with John Cena. And then it's going to be Rampage and Truth or Dare. So please keep on watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.